I think I put pressure on myself to be able to meet my own expectations and achieve what I want to achieve and things like that. When other people need or expect things from me, and if I find it difficult or I can't live up to what they expect from me, I find that is a lot of pressure as well.
If I hadn't had CREATRIX, I really worry what my life would have turned out like. I know where it was headed and I know what my everyday was like, just suffering. And I didn't look forward to the future. I worried about it. I just felt like I was pulling everybody else down as low as I was, and I was at my lowest. So it wasn't going to be a very positive future if I kept going without having CREATRIX.
It's like my whole volume is turned up and I'm always just go. Like I just can't relax. Like I never feel rested. It's just this awful cycle.
So 6 months on now since my CREATRIX breakthrough, and in regards to how I felt before, where I felt like I was always on and my mind was just going all the time, I am just so totally, completely calm, happy. My mind can relax so I can focus and process what's going on and make decisions with a level head, whereas before it was just so much going on in there that nothing was getting through properly.
I was maybe 8 when I sort of started being aware of like other people's perception of me. A little bit of back and forwards between like trying to find myself and do what I want to do, but then having a lot of judgment, which then sort of changes that, and you sort of more and more like listening to other people and doing things that you think would mean that you're more accepted, and that makes me feel like I can't really be myself.
So I used to think that I was different to everybody else, and I used to worry about that. Like I used to think it was a really negative thing. And since my breakthrough, I have not even really thought about it. It's not something that's really crossed my mind. I trust that when I want to speak to someone or have an idea or want to approach someone about something, that I trust that it's all going to go fine, and it doesn't matter if people might judge me, or it doesn't matter what they're thinking about me. And none of it worked for me, and I felt like there was I had no trust with the doctors, because I thought that there was nothing that was going to work for me. So I sort of pulled back from that, and thank God I saw CREATRIX pop up, because as soon as I saw those women, I really resonated with what they were saying and what they were in their befores, and seeing them come through the afters, I wanted that experience, and I'm so glad that I got it.
Having something that limits me in things I can do, feeling like I'm suffering just to get normal things done, is really hard to accept.
Before, I felt like I just could not cope with the pain, so I was just stressed about that all the time, and it really took a toll on me. Whereas now I know it's there, but it's something I can handle. I know I can handle it, so it's not such a huge impact on my life. And just little things I can tell really have improved so much, because if I even went to talk about it before, I would just crumble, cry, get so emotional and stressed, and I couldn't cope with it and I couldn't talk about it. Whereas now I can talk about it with anybody. Like I've sort of accepted it, and it doesn't rule my life at all. Usually the pain that I experience, it's about 3 or 4 out of 10. So compared to before, 8 or 9, it's so much easier to deal with. So if there's anyone out there suffering like I was at all, I would definitely recommend going and getting CREATRIX, because it is the best thing you ever do for yourself. You will not regret it.